Who are you?
You
can take as much time as you need to answer the question.
Who are you?
My
name is Zach. I'm originally from Miami, but I've been posted in Boston since 2014, so math, 6 years. I play music, really about kind of like the Black American music vibes, that whole experience, and just trying to like pay tribute to all genres that hit that umbrella pretty hard. And I'm really into like just the cultures that I've been checking out. So right now it's like a lot of like Latino culture and like Japanese culture.
So, my name is Kelsey. I currently am a Berklee College music student. Me and Zach know each other because we both started working together at a local Boston music school called Musicians Playground. Zach obviously is a very qualified guitar instructor, and I teach piano and voice, and a combination of both to some of my students. So, yeah, and for me, I really love creating music all about mindfulness and social change. And yeah, I'm really excited to be doing this and really happy to be a part of Hug the Tree.
For the most time, I've just been a guitar player. But now I'm kind of growing into this, like, I play a lot of keys, I play a lot of 5-string bass, and I've been really just trying to, like, produce my own tracks. So, like, I'm actually playing a lot of vocoder every day. And that's been, like, my new vibe. I also play Duolingo on the subway, like, every day. So, you know, yeah. Multi-instrumentalist.
And a multilinguist.
And a multilinguist. Trying to be trilingual. It's kicking my buttocks, for sure.
Cool.
Go the tree now.
For me, I am mainly a singer. That's what I'm studying at Berklee, but my first instrument was actually piano. I was classically trained on that. So it is funny and quite a full circle feeling to be teaching it now. What?
That's just really funny. Sorry.
Well, yeah, so I have that, and then I also play the cello. I've been playing that since I was 10. So I'm also an aspiring harmonica player, but I have so much on my plate right now, so definitely not ready for the world to see that yet, but one day.
Did you say you're failing at that right now? That's why I laugh so hard.
Oh, no, I said it's a full circle moment that I'm like teaching it.
Oh, okay, I thought you said it's funny that I'm teaching it and failing at it.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay.
How did you meet as a band?
You can take this if you want.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely met at work, but I think we met as a band, like the first time that we were asked to like collaborate at work. We had like this interesting songwriting project, which was for us just like, oh, how we get an excuse to finally play together.
Yeah.
And we like low-key wrote a song like in this 30-minute segment, and then we didn't take any of our work that seriously that day for the lesson part of it, and we just kind of wrote a song.
Yeah.
It was really cool. So I feel like we got that vibe there, and since then, like I've had you play in town with a couple like groups of mine, I think. Yeah, and just growing the vibe from there.
Yeah, it's been really awesome. And we were talking about on the way over here, like how what's the word? I'll just go with how interesting it is that we feel like we can just play and like it'll just turn out awesome.
Yeah.
So like we've never played like any of these songs together that you guys heard just now until
an hour ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And most of them we just played through once, and you know they were good, and you know whatever. But it's like when you get on that wavelength with someone, and you're just like on the same musical vibe, like it just works out. So yeah, I think this is the first of many.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. You definitely bring like the explorational side out of me, which I really dig. And, like,
Oh well.
Will the public ever get to hear that song you guys wrote?
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
I would love to actually turn it into a real thing.
Me too. Yeah. I feel like as far as like the whole lyric wavelength and just like what we're trying to share with the world, it is a pretty similar tip. So it'll be cool when we finally figure that ish out.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah. We'll get on it.
You know.
What are your biggest influences?
Yeah. Hayao Miyazaki and like the dreamscapes that he creates. I think that is just so inspiring that you can use art to create a whole new universe that people want to like escape inside of. Like that is just so cool.
Definitely.
Maybe like the idea of being able to see the world too. I think that's a great inspiration. because it's just like how much can I like fill on my plate, you know, with the time that I have with mortality. So
For me, my influences, I would say number one, my favorite singer of all time by far is Etta James.
hey,
I just love her so much, and she has such an incredible quality to her voice that I can't even really put into words. It brings me to tears sometimes when I hear her sing. So if I can give that same feeling to people in my own way, then I'll be very happy. Oh man, I hate this question.
you got it first.
You
It's
probably
like
wrote it.
what?
Damn.
I don't know if I
Yeah,
did.
who are you listening to right now?
Let's see. I was asked this question actually yesterday, and I feel like whenever someone asks me like what I'm listening to, my mind just draws a blank. And I'm like, I have no idea what music I've ever heard. But I feel like, let's see, I have been definitely listening to a lot of Jefferson Airplane lately, for sure. Today on the train ride to work, I listened to some Joe Cocker. Love his voice so much. But outside of that, I'm also definitely into rock and R&B. So Anderson .Paak and Dorothy and all that good stuff. I listen to a lot. So what about
Nice. Yeah. Been really into this vocoder record that Herbie Hancock put out called Sunlight. It's such a bop. Oh my god, yeah. That's like kind of inspired my whole like vocoder journey. Vocoder
you?
journey.
Vocoder Journey.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really hard to say. Vocoder Journey.
Yeah. Joni
Yeah.
Mitchell on that
Yeah.
note. Is really great. Yeah. Been checking out like Hejira and Blue again a lot. Also, Both Sides Now is such a cool record.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, there's this bass player from Brazil, Munir Hossen. You all should check that out at home. It's Munir, M-U-N-I-R, and his last name H-O-S-S-N. And he really gets on like that vibe of being a multi-instrumentalist, writing songs like every day, and it's just such a beautiful vibe that he's putting out. So yeah, those are some good ones.
If you were an instrument, which one would you be?
Like, damn, that's such a weird question, but I like it. A clarinet, because I could like really annoy people when I felt like it, but then also I could be like super beautiful and also like probably talk over a crowd if I needed to like let someone know something was wrong.
Can I not choose my own instrument?
Yeah.
How would you be a voice?
Let me think.
Kelsey, by the way, I know the answer to this question.
My producer just told me that I would be a trumpet because of the specific quality of my voice, being able to kind of cut through the mix, and some trumpets are a little more like subdued and some I guess are a little more in your face. I think I tend to shy more towards the in your face category, but I think I kind of use both colors in my voice, or at least I'm experimenting with using both.
I'm curious when someone's gonna like say theremin to that question.
Natalie did say theremin.
Really? She would say theremin.
If you could perform anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Oh man, you first.
I know. Well, I guess like anywhere in the world, that's pretty hard to say. But at least in this country, I think something that would really deeply fulfill my soul is if I were to actually perform like a sold out show at Fenway Park. I feel like, first of all, only the most successful established groups even get that opportunity. But also, my entire family really, really loves the Red Sox, and I was very fortunate that my dad brought me to many a Red Sox game growing up. And so it just has like a lot of sentimental value for me. And then actually my first night at Berklee, which was obviously a very big deal for me as well. It was a huge turning point in my musical life. Pearl Jam was performing at Fenway Park, and I love Pearl Jam. I didn't have any tickets, but me and my new roommate and our new friend, I dragged them to Fenway Park to sit in the parking lot with me, and we jammed out to Pearl Jam, and it was great. So that's kind of my dream.
If I could give like a concert anywhere, I don't know how comfortable it would be. So maybe 2 answers. Shit. I just swore. Whoops. But yeah, when I was in Japan, we took this flight that went over Mount Fuji, and I got some crazy videos of it. And like, if I could just like perform the little doop, that would be really tight. Just like people around like the rim, and then like me with a group in the middle, or like maybe more realistic. Okay, 2 answers for Miyajima. So there's this island off the coast of like Hiroshima. It's called Miyajima, and there's a mountain there. It takes like 4 hours to hike maybe. So if I could like hike up that mountain and on like the Summit Observatory, we could have a concert up there. That would be super cool.
Yeah.
Or when you like, something really notable about that place is that there's a giant torii bridge, like those red archways that you see in like those pictures of Kyoto. So if I could somehow get the Japan government, the government that speaks Japanese, if they can let me sit on top of the gate and like look at the island from that perspective and give a concert from there, that would be lit.
Whoa.
So,
what are the most important things for your creative process? If you could only play one song for the rest of your life, what would it be?
okay. Sunlight by Herbie Hancock.
Gray Street by Dave Matthews.
Yeah, I feel like for my creative process, I like creating boundaries, and then it's like, how do you break them? So, you know, maybe like having a routine's really good. I like to do yoga every morning and every night if I don't get trashed that night. So, yeah, I mean, if I could do that, then like put my brain in the space that it needs to be, and if it's a day that I have space to create, you know, then I just kind of try to like lead up to there. So maybe the easy answer is like taking care of my body and like prepping it for like that kind of exercise. That's some strenuous-ish for sure.
That makes sense. I think for me, improvisation. I get all my best ideas from improv. And I feel like it allows me to just be completely free and unattached to the outcome. And that's just when the best stuff happens. So, I'm Kelsey Blackstone.
And I'm Zack Auslander.
And thank you guys for watching our interview.
Absolutely. We
Yeah.
appreciate you coming through and hanging out, and I hope you had a great time.
Yeah, and enjoy the show.